Greetings, Guardians. This is Olympus Alliance, and today, we're diving deep into the molten heart of the fire element to talk about the Scorching creator himself, Vulcan. Now, let's be honest, Vulcan has never been the star of the fire element. In fact, he's often labeled as one of the weakest titans in Hero Wars Alliance. His skill set is simple, his pace is slow, and for the longest time, his role seemed limited to extra damage if nothing else is available. But things have changed. With the arrival of Asherona, and the rebirth of the Fire faction, Vulcan has finally found a purpose, and today, we're going to explore how to build him properly, where he fits in, who he helps, and who can bring him down. Let's fire up the forge and get started. When you look at Vulcan's design, his purpose becomes clear. He's not meant to carry fights alone. He's a support marksman, the one who boosts your team's physical attack and helps the fire element's heavy hitters burn through their enemies faster. His weapon artifact gives a powerful physical attack buff to all his allies, 120,000 when fully leveled. That's a serious boost for Araji, Asherona, Moloch, and Ignis, helping them strike harder and faster. But there's a catch: Vulcan's ultimate charge is notoriously slow. Without the right support or synergy, he often ults too late to make a difference in shorter fights. So, if you're building a dungeon team only, you can safely skip him. Araji alone is more than enough to destroy Earth rooms, especially when paired with Ignis for that burning synergy. Vulcan adds little in that scenario, and will only slow your progress. However, and this is the key point, since Asherona's arrival, the 5-fire team has finally become viable in Guild War offense. And that's where Vulcan can shine, provided you build him correctly. So how do you build Vulcan? In the 5-fire composition, his role is simple: amplify your team's damage. He's not there to tank, he's not there to sustain, he's there to fuel your fire titans with the attack power they need to crush light and darkness defenses. Start with his seal, and push it all the way to level 120 and 6 stars. This gives him a strong boost to health and physical attack, making him more durable while contributing extra damage to his team. Next, focus on his weapon artifact. This is his defining feature, the reason he's even worth including. At full upgrade, it adds that massive 120,000 physical attack bonus to his allies. This alone makes a difference in high-level fights, especially when paired with Araji's beam or Asherona's bursts. Now, about his crown artifact, it gives damage and defense bonuses against Earth Titans. But let's be real. It's not essential for a 5-fire team. You can skip it entirely without losing performance in Guild Wars. That's precious dust and gold you can save for your more crucial titans like Araji or Ignis. When it comes to skins, Vulcan has two: a physical attack skin, and a health skin. If your goal is maximizing fire team damage, start with the physical attack skin. But if your Vulcan tends to fall too early, invest in the health skin for some extra survivability. Still, remember this: Vulcan is primarily a support titan. His role is to empower others, not survive forever. So these skins should be seen as optional, not mandatory. Once you've built him to this level, it's time to put him into the fire, literally. Pair him with a fully developed Moloch, Araji, Ignis, and Asherona, and you'll see just how powerful a full fire team can become. In Guild Wars, this setup can melt even the most stoic light and darkness defenses. Fire beats Earth naturally, but with Asherona's summoner synergy and Vulcan's attack buffs, they now have the power to challenge far beyond their element advantage. Any Earth Titan team that dares to face the 5-fire lineup will crumble in seconds. The combination of burning damage, explosive burst, and relentless pressure creates a momentum that few defenses can withstand. That's the beauty of a well-built Vulcan: He's not flashy, but when you see your fire team slicing through walls of Earth Titans, you'll know he's doing his job perfectly. Now, let's flip the battlefield. What if you're the one facing Vulcan and his fire squad? The answer is simple: bring water. Fire Titans melt under the raw pressure of water-based teams. The water faction has every tool needed to extinguish their flames: healing, damage absorption, and powerful counter-element strikes. If you have Sigurd, Mary, Nova, and Hyperion, you're already in a good place. But once Tidus arrives in November 2025, that team will become unstoppable. His summoner abilities and synergy will make the water team not only efficient in dungeon, but devastating in war. Alternatively, if you've invested in your light and dark teams, their crown artifacts give attack and defense superiority over fire, swinging any close matchup in your favor. So, when you see fire in your war defense lineup, think water first, light or dark second. You'll have the upper hand every single time. But let's give credit where it's due. Vulcan might not be a top-tier Titan, but he still has purpose. His physical attack buff is valuable, his synergy with Asherona brings real potential to the fire faction, and he remains a free-to-play friendly project since his mechanical skin is completely unnecessary. That's right, skip it. You don't need the paywalled mechanical skin at all to make him viable. Focus on his core artifacts and seals, and he'll do everything you need him to. If you're patient and consistent, you'll find that a maxed Vulcan can hold his own. He's not flashy. He's not a hero who carries the team by himself. But he's a solid gear in the fire engine, the kind of Titan that, once tuned right, makes the whole squad perform better. And that's what really matters in high-level Titan battles. So, Guardians, that's our deep dive into Vulcan, the scorching crater of the fire element. Whether you're looking to strengthen your dungeon team or build a proper offensive squad for guild wars, Vulcan has a place if you build him right and understand his purpose. Remember, patience and resource management are key. The dungeon gives everything you need: gold, dust, potions, and spheres. If you stay consistent, even free-to-play players can build a competitive fire team that rivals the biggest spenders. If you have questions about Vulcan's build, synergy, or fire team setups, drop them in the comments below. Let's share strategies and help every Guardian rise stronger together. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss the next Titan breakdown. Stay tuned, stay sharp, and as always, salute and friendship.